Hey, welcome back to my Twisted Life of Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for the Damnation episode 2. Which side are you on? We're going to pick up where we left off last week. Seth is out there cleaning the blood off his body, which is still confusing to me, considering that they had already prepared his body for his funeral. And how you get so much blood on you? Where all the extra blood come from? Like, for real. But yeah, he basically nailed his body up to the church, and Amelia's like, they gonna come looking for you. He said, no, they gonna go looking for the cowboy. She said, well, what you think the cowboy gonna do? He said, well, he gonna run his ass up out of town. That's exactly what he gonna do. I didn't take notes on this episode, so I'm gonna try to remember off the top of my head and just try to run on through it. Some of the hooker come into the brothel room and tell Creeley, hey, Sam Riley's body was hung up in front of the church with a note stuck to him. And he like, well, what the note say? She's like, shit, I don't know. Ask your little damn reader. She don't want over her to read. She wasn't paying to read. So he like, okay, fine. I got to make a trip to town. He paid her a little coin, for her little information. And they rolled out in town. Okay, while Sheriff Dodd is out there looking at the body, he all pale and everything. And Creeley is like, well, damn, look at that there. So while this is going on, you got the reporter going around town interviewing people about what side are they on. The brother is like, hey, I'm on the side of the poor people, the farmers. We getting taken for a ride here. The butcher is like, I'm on the side of money. I'm going to get paid. Y'all holding up my income with this doggone stupid ass strike. And you got some other people who's like, I'm on the side of peace. This is all getting on my doggone nerves. So it's everybody. It's three different sides. It seems to be to all this side, and I'm like, "What side you on?" I was asking people that out, like, "What side you on?" I don't know what side you on. A lot of people are on the side of the farmers and the strikers and everything, but I just like Creeley. So, but Creeley is like, say, he back at there at Sheriff Dodd, like, yo, what's going on? And the sheriff is like, so did you hang his body up here? He's like, hell no, I ain't do no stupid shit like that. While he's talking, Bessie come on out, say what's up to them, and he speak to her, and the sheriff just look at her. And he like, ain't you got some damn manners? You see that woman spoke to you? I figured y'all had some type of acquaintance with one another. The sheriff is like, you know what, you need to get your ass out of town. You get on my doggone nerves. I'm gonna lock your ass up for stringing up his body. Well, he already dead. You can't lock the man up for killing him twice. He's already admitted that. Everybody in town said, yeah, it was self-defense, that he had his gun up. He said, but at the same time, when he had his gun up, fool, you was covering yourself in the back of a doggone truck. I don't consider that self-defense, for real. Well, he's Creeley tell him, look, that looked like a crucifixion to me. I'm not into religion. If Jesus rolled his ass through town, I'd kill him too. I was like, okay, that's a bit much there, Creeley, but let's keep it going. Crumble is somebody named Hyde. Martin Hyde has sent the letter to, is the letter that Bessie was reading for Creeley, saying what he want to have happen with the strikers. He want to make sure that this strike don't happen, and Creeley need to do his job. And that letter came from this dude named Martin Hyde. So Rumble is out there meeting with Martin, and he tell him, look here, I don't give a damn about these farmers for real. They peons on what we talking about. We just gonna let that shit fall to pieces. They gonna go bankrupt their doggone self because they won't do business. They ain't smart enough to evolve and do business like business people supposed to do. We ain't need no doggone depression. I be saying that about people right now. We can't be in no depression. Look how much money people spend on Black Friday. This ain't no damn depression. So he's like, we just gonna take their shit, foreclose on the property, and we gonna keep it fucking moving. That's what's gonna happen. Amelia is trying to cover up all the evidence that they killed those 3 dudes at the house that once snuck in the house. She tried to clean the floor. She get tired. Go take her a smoke. I guess she cooked some biscuits or something like that. She wrapped up the hammer, putting it in a picnic basket. And while she's about to go take the stuff out, the sheriff rolled up on her like, hey, his body was strung up, crucifixion style, all Christ-like. Now he got smarts. He didn't realize it was Christ-like himself, what the Creeley said. He's like, where you boo at? She's like, he ain't here. But, I let him know you came by. He said, well, let me go on and go up in that picnic basket and see what you got there. Now, he had the hammer and stuff covered with all this blood of a body that's been dead for a while. Hung it up. And he reached his hand on in there and he got these biscuits. He's like, oh shit, I ain't had no homemade biscuits in the last time. Let me go ahead and get it these. He went to go taste them. He's like, this shit's dry. Almost choked him to death because the damn biscuits were so dry. He was like, okay, fine, whatever. When your boo come back, let me know. Tell him I'm looking for him. Well, she makes her way on out to the pond, do this aggressive toss, and the damn hammer landed about 10 feet from her. Girl, you could get the underhand through the side, but you throwing all extra hard that way. It didn't even get far at all. It's a hammer. It ain't like it was a doggone anchor. But she thinks, look like there ain't nobody around, the coast is clear type of situation going on, but no. Creeley is on the other side of that pond looking at her. So he sees her throw away the weapon. So he's like, you know what? I need to talk to her. Like I said, I'm probably going to go out of order. We go down to Connie. Connie is down at the Kentucky. And she wants to go in and talk to the who's leading the minor strike. And old boy was like, okay, who the hell are you? So she ended up getting his little daughter out the house by putting his little doll outside, and the kid saw, oh, take a toy, and went outside the damn window. And she's like, I'm just down here to help you boys out. Why does this motherfucker have to tell her, go ahead and get in the kitchen, get barefoot and pregnant and cook some shit up for us? No, that's the only thing you can do for us. She said, okay, look like y'all doing a little house cleaning around here. Turn around, saw their guns on the table, pick both of them up. Double barrel shotgun. She just, pow, like that. I was like, Connie is a gangster. She is straight G. Blasted 2 people standing next to him. Now he running like a little bitch. Oh, get the fuck away from me. Get away from me. And I'm like, but why he saying get away from me? He grabbing his weapon, trying to load it up and everything. She's like, look, fool, I just want you to tell me, do you know who this man is? Which is a picture of Seth. Do you know who wrote this thing? It's a little pamphlet that's going around spreading information about the strikers, which, I forgot the man's name that's on it, but it turns out that man is Amelia. We learned that in season or episode 1. She's the one that's printing up the pamphlet. Like they say H.G. Lewis. They say that's really a man. Really a woman instead of a man. Or maybe that was just on Warehouse 13. That was whatever. Anyway. So, H.G. Wells. I said H.G. Lewis. Who the hell? I'm thinking C.S. Lewis, Narnia. Oh my God. Disregard me and my stupidity right now. So, in the meantime, Bessie is made her way into the newspaper, and she wants to order every newspaper nationwide come to the whole house that she stayed at. And first he kind of brushed her off, and she said, look, money talks, whatever, bam, throw it down. He's like, okay, I can start delivering today. And then she asked him about the stories he gonna print. He's like, I print the news. She's like, not if you paid not to. So she told him not to print about the strikers. Don't print about Sam Riley. Keep that shit to yourself. He took the money, pocketed it, and boom, boom, boom. That's what he did. So, like I said, I'm not sure what side Bessie really owned as far as like, does she even care for real? Or she's like Creeley. She just about to dough. As long as I got money coming in, I'm gonna go on the side of money. That's what side she's on. If the farmers was paying her, she'd probably be on their side too. Creeley is at the house where Amelia and Seth live. Nobody's home. He going through all that shit. I don't know what the fuck he's looking for, but he going through their stuff. And he found some old photos underneath, stuck to the bottom of a drawer. And he gets to this one photo and he's kind of looking at it and, shocked. At the same time, Amelia has made her way over to Sam Riley's house. And his wife is sitting there like, hey, did your husband string my husband up? And she was like, why the hell would he do something like that? She said, because if he did, I want to thank him. Because all my life, I sat back, buttoned my lip, and did what other people told me to do. And what did it get me? It got me a dead husband and a son that's in jail. I want y'all to get them motherfuckers for everything that they worth. Take them out, take them down. So she's like, I bet that, In the meantime, like I say, Seth is going around town and he is at the church and he's having a service. And everybody in there fired up and they mad. That's not what happened first. Something else happened where all Seth was talking to the farmers about Sam's body being strung up and what that really meant. And while they were having this conversation, the Black Legions dude rolled past and started blasting up people. The black dude got shot in the shoulder. So now they fired up. They pissed off about this shit. So Seth is like having this meeting at the church, like, hey, we need to go take some of these bitches out. You know, mount the fuck up. He probably cussed as much as I did. They go out and march through town. They got their signs and everything. And the reporter rolled up like, what the fuck is going on? You see all kind of people running out, joining, like, yes, the revolution has begun. And he's like, what's going on? He said, look here. We had some of them Black Legion boys come through. I was able to hit one of them. So he probably still bleeding. I need you to keep your eye in the crowd and tell me when you see one of them. So, like I said, I wasn't really sure which side that the reporter dude was on. I can't remember his name. But, yeah. I'm going to call his ass Shakespeare probably because I know he wants to write. Like I said, he's been following everybody and getting all this information because he's not going to print something in the paper. He's going to write a book about it. And this is going to be his first published book, and he think he's going to make some money off that deal. So, he like, all right, I'm going to keep my eye out there for him. While they're out there in town, Amelia goes home. And Creeley is in the crib. He done made him some biscuits and gravy and everything, sitting down there eating him a good old little meal. And she's like, fuck you come from? You know? Why are you here? And he was basically telling her, you need to watch out for my brother, Seth. Keep an eye out on him, because he's a killer. He's a stone cold killer. And she's like, why would I care about anything that you got to say? He said, well, you ain't got to believe me. He gets up and he dropped the picture that he had down on the table. He said, I told her the same thing, and she didn't believe me either. It happened to her. And he walked up out the house. Now, earlier, Seth was walking down the road when they was looking for the Black Legions, see where they could, the trio went. They was having a conversation with, he was having a conversation with Preston, and Preston was asking him about his background too, because the reporter dude was like, how the fuck you learn how to shoot like that? And he said, I got a pass. He said, my daddy taught me. And while they were out in town, reporter dude spots the guy bleeding from the shoulder. And he said, hey, you know, you talking some bold language here, Pastor, you know, because he was in the middle of the crowd and speaking his good speak about starting a revolution and fighting for what they want to fight for, and talking about how they price gouging, and he wanted everybody to know what was going on. And, you know, when he said, you know, you talking a good game here, he nodded his head to the dude. It was the butcher with the bleeding shoulder. Well, the butcher recognized that he was spotted, so he, you know, dipped up out of there. And Seth decided to follow him, and he let Sam take over. Not Sam, Preston. Preston and Sam look alike, and they cousins, so he let Preston take over the little speech. So he goes and follow the butcher. Goes up to the butcher shop, and the butcher's back there waiting by his little rifle, sights locked. And all of a sudden, you see this shadow come past the window, and the butcher's like, blasting off, right? You see blood splatter all over the glass. And when the blood splatter all over the glass, he creep up to the door, and it's a pig's head. He's like, oh, what the fuck? Boy, Seth came in with a motherfucking meat hook. Right here in the chest, just like, I'm going to hang your ass up. Then start preaching him in parables. Told him I once knew a man like you. And your kids better off without your ass. I wonder if he killed his own daddy or something like that. And maybe that's what broke him and Creeley up, is when he killed his own daddy. Because he talking from experience. Like, I know a motherfucker like your ass, right? And he got him down on the ground. Well, why he got him down on the ground? He's like, you know, you gonna tell me everything I want to hear. And first old boy wasn't like, you know, giving up on information. He kept digging deep and deep in his chest with that damn meat hook. And he's like, you can take him out. I'm gonna kill your ass right here, right now. Then there's this white chalk outline on the floor that looks like a cross. It seemed like all of a sudden, Seth got a damn conscience. You ain't even a real preacher, fool. What you got a conscience for? So, he got his own damn conscience, so to speak. And so he let him go and say, you know what? This is what you're going to do for me. Everything that the Black Legions got going on, you going to tell me about that shit. That's how we're gonna do this. And if you don't, I'm gonna come back here and fry your ass in the skillet like you some bacon. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do. So he dips up out of there. Now, the shocker to me, the sheriff goes on up in the speakeasy. It's pretty dry, pretty empty up in there. And dude's like, it's been like this all day. You know, people scared to come in or what have you. Ever since the old boy dropped that body off up in here. So sheriff's money's been hit. He goes up the steps. Some little dude on the steps getting some head. I don't know what that girl was doing. She, like, her neck was broke type situation going on. But I guess he enjoyed himself. Then he makes it all the way up, and Madame Dora up there was like, look here, shit's slow. They drinking up a drink, and he was like, yeah, Creeley is up here fucking up my business. And then he got the nerve to come up here and take Bessie. And she was like, shit, Bessie's a hot commodity, dude. Don't act like you don't know. But she said, but shit, I like him. Fuck. I like him. I like his attitude. She like me. I like me some Creeley. He was like, but I'm gonna go in here and talk to Bessie, see what's going on. Go in there and talk to Bessie. He come in, you know, like, how's your day? She know I've been sucking and fucking and all that stuff, and he been breaking my back out, pretty much is what she told him. He's like, why are you talking like a, she said, a whore? Because that's what the fuck I am. And it, somewhere along the conversation, Bessie saying, oh, so your wife is finally dead and in the ground now, so now you want to act like you give a fuck about your little dark half-bred bastard kid. I was like, this motherfucker is her damn daddy. Lord have mercy, Jesus. That could not be her father. Girl. Sheriff died as Bessie daddy. His mate, she's like, look here, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to say what the hell you got to say. Get the hell out of here, because you're getting on my nerves. I'll tell you that I gave a damn about you saying you gave a damn about me, and act like I believe it if you leave in 5 minutes. So he basically got to the point, he's like, look here, why is Creeley here fucking up my business? He think, you know, since his pocket's being hit, that Creeley is there for him. She said, he ain't studying you. He don't give a damn about you. And so he wanted to know the real deal, why she there. She said, I don't do shit for free. You want some info, you better pay me. Told you Bessie don't give a damn what side she on. I hope she don't get Creeley up, but she don't know him like that for real either, though, for real. She all about that business herself. And shit. She working up in her damn daddy's whole house. So, when it rounds out, Seth comes home looking all despondent and everything, and Amelia has looked at the picture and realized that it's Seth and some woman. She don't know shit about Seth. They've been together for 2 years, and she don't know much about his past. And Creeley is suggesting that he killed his last wife. That's what she says. Or she did because of Seth. And when she heard him coming, she tried to hide the photos. She tried to clean up the dishes real quick, so he won't be asking who the fuck was there eating. And but he just looking real bad off, and she like, you alright, boo? And he just walk up to her, walking to her hands, and she holding him. And while she holding him, she looking over his shoulder, like, at that picture, like, who the fuck is this woman in this picture? I really want to know the deal. Like, Creeley done really planted a seed of doubt in her head. Creeley outside the window, peeping Tommy like a motherfucker, just looking. My job is done here. And he walks off. Now, I really want to know what's going on with Connie for real. Like I say, they say Seth killed her husband, but what else is the story there? She's like really out for blood. Like, how she get so motherfucking gangster, you know, just from her husband's death. Because she was, the way she was talking, she sounded like she used to be Martha, you know, Sam Riley's wife. She just sitting back and not saying nothing. So yeah, I really want to know a little bit more about Connie now. Connie's gangster. I like her. I don't care too much for Amelia, for real. Seth's wife. Maybe it's because I don't like Seth. I don't know. But that's Damnation. Episode 2. Which side are you on? Y'all tell me in the comment section which side are you on if you are watching too. I'm gonna try. It's already 8:43. I'm gonna try to get the next 2 episodes posted tonight. If not, they will be up tomorrow. Thank y'all for coming back. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.